Hey, been a hot minute. Good to see your faces. Um, yeah, so I haven't posted since this mess started, which it's like a different planet. It's crazy thinking back to a month, 2 months, 3 months ago, and like I'm not saying none of this could have been imagined, but like the scale to which this is happening is unbelievable. Um, like nothing any of us have experienced in our lifetimes, at least not in the U.S. where I have. So it's interesting. Until last Friday, I was still forced to work. I had to go in to the office, and now I don't. I'm home, not working, not getting paid. So like, this isn't like super fun. I mean, like I discovered a TV show that I love, which I will talk about. Um, but short of like TV and reading a lot more, and now having a few writing prompts I want to do, like I don't love this personally. Yeah. So going into New York last week was crazy. I no longer have video editing software, so I can't like edit in the stills, but I did post them on Twitter, I think. Um, it's like there were all these like scenes that were just mind-boggling, like rush hour, Port Authority, rush hour, Times Square, like 5 people at most. Crazy, like scenes you'd never see. It wasn't empty as much as it should have been, but it was definitely it wasn't like the same city. It was like you're like Nella said, it's like a ghost town. But now, so I live in Hoboken, which is just on the Jersey side of the Hudson, um, and Hoboken is an extremely much like commuter town. Everybody works in Manhattan. Not everybody, probably 80% of the working adults work in Manhattan, or like at a school here or something. So I would almost wager there are more people here. They're all inside. I'm not saying people are making bad choices, but there are probably far more people here than normal. Um, the town, I forgot to look up how many like tens of thousands of people it is. It's less than 1 mile square. It's tiny. I want to say it's like, I don't want to guess. I'm going to be wrong. It's a lot of people. It's Hudson County, where Hoboken is one of the densest counties in the whole country after New York County and I think the Bronx. And New York meaning Manhattan. So it's dense, and it's like people are like, oh, why is New York this bad? Who did this? Why did that? Like, it's so dense. This whole like metro area, New York City, like it makes sense that it would happen. Everybody comes through here when they're flying from somewhere else. They pass it on. An Uber driver in Queens got it early on, and it's like it was over at that point. It's like somebody in an Uber has it. Everybody's got it. Um, and I don't blame him. I don't blame the lawyer who um, lived in Westchester and went to like Shabbat services and all that, and then passed it on to the whole community. You can't blame anybody. Like people aren't doing this on purpose. Um, yeah, so day to day life, the I very much related to the concept of woke up at 11:30, got out of bed at 5. Like I haven't been doing that, but like I relate. Um, I don't watch TV. I think I've said this 100 times. I suck at watching TV. Like I'm very very bad at it. I don't commit. I'll like binge watch one season, and then when season 2 comes out, I'll be like, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I still haven't watched season 3 of Stranger Things. I'm only through 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. All these things similar to that. I found one that I binge watched. It's called Crash Landing on You. It's a Korean drama. I've never watched one of those before, but my mom was like, "You'll like this," and she was right. Um, the basic premise is a rich, successful businesswoman from South Korea accidentally paraglides into North Korea and lands on a super hot military captain from North Korea. It's like it's a rom com, but a TV show. It's 16 episodes. Highly recommend. I would love to talk with anyone about it. Um, it's like the most. It's hilarious. It's so cute, and the main actors are like ungodly attractive. So it's just such a fun thing to watch. Um, and I've been reading a bit more, which is good. I hadn't realized how much I hadn't been reading. I've been reading for book club, which meets like every other week, but short of that, I hadn't been reading at all. Now I've got a lot of time to. And NaNoWriMo's doing their stay home Rimo, I guess, thing with prompts. So I'm going to be trying to do some of those, which hopefully should be good. I it's so weird because the whole time I was forced to stay in and work every day, I was like, I just want to go home and be at home and locked in my apartment. And now it's like, that's what I'm doing. And it's like, I am going a little stir crazy. I have a roommate. We're like trying to work out boundaries and, you know, when to stay where and how not to get on top of each other. And so far, I think it's working. But it's an apartment. It's not a big house. I don't have a yard. I don't have a car. I can't get out of here. So it is difficult. I've been using Zoom a lot, the video app. It's on computers and phones. I've also been using House Party as of yesterday. It's this, I would show you, except I'm on my phone. That's so stupid of me. It's this app where, like, if you open it up, it's just, you can see who's on. You can just, like, click and just join them, which is pretty cool. You don't have to, like, in Zoom, you have to, like, send invitations and plan it out. Yesterday, I was talking with 3 people, and somebody else just popped in. It's called House Party. It's, like, you just, like, walk into somebody else's group chat, and it's like, hey! So it was cool. You have to, like, be friends with someone in it, so it's not, like, random strangers get in, but... So I like that. Recommend. I am desperate for human contact at all times, because I'm an extrovert. I usually spend, like, every single night socializing, and now it's, like, every single night indoors. So if anybody ever wants to randomly call me, or House Party, or Zoom, or Skype, or whatever, let me know. Okay. DFTBA. Love you guys.